All right, have and have not fans. Now here's my other video on the character of Sarah. Now I already did a video talking about the possibility of Sarah kind of representing the kind of person that Amanda would have become if she was still alive, if she had went through law school like her parents wanted her to. And yeah, that video was a lot more detailed than I thought it would be. But on the flip side, I want to talk about something that was brought up in the episode that honestly I was shocked by, and that was the scene where, you know, Sarah went over and went up to Jim's hotel room and took out a condom. Now that might not mean a lot to some people, but you know, being the fact, if you've been on this channel long enough, you know I got to dissect everything I see. But I don't think that condom was brought up without it having a consequence down the line. Remember, Jim refused to use it, so there was no condom used in their sexual act, which makes me wonder, because remember, this isn't the first time that Sarah has come over to Jim's hotel room and they've had, you know, sex. So I'm guessing that a condom wasn't used those times, but for some reason she wanted to use a condom this time. Do anybody, I mean, does anybody else feel the same way? Because remember, we saw that, you know, Melissa was looking for a condom the first time her and Benny were going at it, but then the second time where he went over and she pushed him over on the couch, we didn't see a condom being taken out or used. So that, I'm just saying. But the reason I'm doing this video is for two reasons. Number one, well, actually two reasons in regards to the condom. Sarah made it clear she didn't want to catch anything because she's healthy, and then Jim claims he's healthy. So, you know, that's one foreshadowing. But also, if you think back to the last episode when Catherine was upset about the whole Wyatt thing, and before she went over to his condo, she was like, "He's my last living child, Jim." And he was like, he's my last living child too, Catherine." And then did anybody else go like, well, that's a lie, he's his last living child by Catherine, but he still has two sons by Celine. So yeah, what I'm saying is, do you think that line of dialogue might have been potentially hinting at the idea that Sarah might get pregnant by Jim? I'm just saying. I mean, if you look at that one line of dialogue from last week's episode regarding last living child, and then you look at this week's episode with Sarah saying she doesn't want to catch anything, do you think it's possible that the fact that there was so much significance placed on a condom and having protected sex, do you think that means that because, as Jim said, this will be the last thing you need? Let's just play devil's advocate here, which is ironic because we're talking about Jim. Haha. Let's just say that Sarah gets these bullets and gives them to Jim, and then they don't have sex. Then that's it, because Jim says they're officially done, which, as Sarah put it, no, they're not, because he'll call her up for something later on the line or years later, and then she'll have to oblige. But let's just say this was the last time they had sex. Like, this was it. This was it, last time. She gives them the bullets, and then they're done for good. I don't think that a condom would have been brought up unless there was going to be something that happens somewhere down the story where Jim either knocks this girl up or catches some or gives her something. So I just wanted to bring this to you all's attention and get some comments on this. Do you think that Jim is going to give Sarah something like a disease, or do you think that Jim is going to end up making her pregnant? So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do an extension of my video about Sarah and Amanda, remember they had, well, the Professor Cannon raped her and allegedly she was pregnant. We don't know for sure. So you can imagine that Jim commanding Sarah on what to do and not using a condom, if she ends up pregnant like that, you can almost see the mirror image of Sarah and Amanda. So with that being said, I highly suggest watching the Amanda Sarah video as well as this one, you know, back to back. That way you can get an idea of my thoughts on this. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will talk to you later.